mic. Here we go. Test, check. What's good? How's it going, chat? I don't want to do a long live stream today, alright? I just want to do a short one. Let me double check the chat can hear me. Everything's Gucci. Sound check, good. Last night, I was preparing my dinner, and I want to have my background noise. You know, I tapped on a Chud Logic stream. Y'all remember Chud Logic? And like 10 minutes into it, I get sideswiped, and I'm like, bro, what the I'm just trying to make my dinner. And dude, I really hate to dig into last year's trauma, right? Because this is meant to be my year of creative reset, where I like relight my flame. You know, I'm like past that, but I don't want to reopen anything. But also at the same time, what he said was a little alarming, because I mean, I thought that I corrected the record, but I don't know. I guess it's always easier to believe the nasty stuff about someone that is disliked in a community, right? I don't know. So I know what I'm saying probably doesn't make any sense. So let me just put the visuals to it. How's it going, Chelsea, Alicia? How y'all doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna get tacos later on. What's good, Kiki? Everyone looking sexy as usual. You know, thank you. Yeah. So, you know, no time to wait around. Let's just jump into it. Y'all. All right. So, like I said, this literally was uploaded yesterday, as you can see here. 21 hours ago, right? And I'm making my dinner, and I'm like, his thumbnails are always funny. It's like James O'Keefe wannabe starts beef with Turkey Tom over Chris. Like, okay, the title is not it, but like the thumbnail itself was pretty funny. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because that's what made me click too. The way that he depicted Chud Logic. I mean, not Chud Logic. Turkey Tom was pretty funny. Let me see. Yeah, you can see right there, stoned out zoomer. I was like, what? So I clicked it, right? And I think that's like the guy that is in the blue shirt. Oh shoot! Okay, here we go. The guy that's in the blue shirt is the first guy that spoke out about Chris Tyson allegedly grooming somebody, right? And Chris Tyson being the one who used to work for Mr. Beast. No, these aren't new glasses. I don't really wear these too much. Time to roast Chud Logic. No, I even gave him a heads up. Like, dude, like I think Chud Logic, I mean, I don't know, means well, but I don't think he's like intentionally trying to go at people, because I think he's also like, I think he's also had his own thing where people have just like defamed him, you know, in the past or something like that. I don't know, but I think he at least tends to listen to people. And what's crazy about this? So basically, I don't even think I explained it right, but basically, the rhetoric that he shares on here and the stream is that I seeked out a story with an ulterior motive for sexual gratification. Essentially, I wanted to get into Olivia's pants when I was looking into MamaMax story 2 years ago, and I'm like, what, bro? How can you just say that? Like, who? You know, like it's so crazy that like people's like speculations about somebody they don't like, and I'm not saying he didn't like me or doesn't like me. We're cool, but like, that's what people were saying at the beginning third of last year. And Olivia herself never said that, right? So like people just made up crazy assumptions because it was so easy. Like, it's crazy. Like, people just threw spaghetti at the wall at things against me, and literally so much of it stuck, and most of it didn't even make sense. You know, like they want me to be gay, but here they are pairing me up with women constantly. Jason Ryan. Like, anyways. So, yeah. That like really rubbed me the wrong way, because if there's, you know, obviously we did get into a FaceTime call that, you know, she tried to show me her boobs, and like I did catch it quick. Okay, it's kind of ridiculous. So it's so silly to talk about it, and that's why last year I didn't even really open up about it. So I'm not even totally blaming him either, because I don't know if I ever properly shared my side of the story. Anyway, let me just show you guys what Chud Logic says here.
Also, the other problem as well is that is an enormous conflict of interest. If you want to investigate someone I mean, these two came on as a double act as well. They both came on together, and now apparently Verdius is like getting thrown under the bus. But also, you should not be simultaneously looking to hire someone that you're trying to investigate. I mean, that just creates an insane conflict of interest, even if that were true.
Right, that makes sense. If you're trying to investigate someone, like, look into them, you shouldn't try to hire them. And I think, like, this guy was trying to hire the guy that was accused of being groomed as, like, an editor or something. So, but he was also trying to... I think this guy made the accusations that the guy was groomed. So, but anyways.
Which I don't think it is.
I agree with that.
You know? I mean, it's not as bad as this, obviously, right? But I'm reminded of Edwin.
So basically, what happened here was this guy in the blue shirt lied to the guy that he accused of being groomed by Chris Tyson, saying, hey, I want to interview you for an editing job. Or I might have the details wrong, but this is pretty much the gist. I want to interview you for an editing job, but in reality, he just wanted to get details out of him from, you know, the Mr. Beast and all that stuff related. So he had, like, an ulterior motive or whatever. And Chudlogic's here is like, yeah, look, what he's doing is bad, but it's not as bad as what Edwin did. And I'm like, excuse me? So I'm like preparing my dinner. I'm like, hold on a second. What? Hold on here. So let's see.
Remember Edwin with that Olivia person?
Remember Edwin, guys? Yeah, that Edwin dude. Yeah, he died off for sure. Jeez, with that Olivia person. Peace out. Shout out, not peace out. That Olivia person. Yeah. All right. Tell us, what about him? What about Edwin?
From the MamaMax stuff. And they ended up having some sort of online sexual tryst.
Sexual tryst? I had never heard of that. I had to look up the word tryst. Okay, come on, be honest, chat. You guys heard the word tryst before? Like sexual tryst? But I guess it means like a meeting or something. So he's being very vague about it. Sure. That's that. And you know, okay, I can't get mad at that because sure it's so, like implied, but then he definitely like doubles down and tries to say that I had an ulterior motive when I spoke to Olivia to get sexy time with her.
When the original point of the conversation was to investigate and talk about the claims against MamaMax.
Right. So it's like he's saying that I wanted to, like, I don't know, do a sexual tryst with Olivia, even though I should have just been doing MamaMax stuff. And like that's so wrong. But let me see. Let me just make sure I go through everything, and then we can. I don't know if I need to show receipts or something. Like I don't want to like. And I never did go through, like, I collected so many receipts about Olivia, but, like, I just made peace with her, and, like, you know, I thought that was fine, right? Like, I didn't want to, like, I don't want to start a war. Me and her are in fine terms, so, like, what's the point? But the one thing I don't like is this rhetoric that's being spread around that was never even shared by her. So it's like, what?
Not as bad as that, obviously, okay?
Yeah, obviously.
Because
I'm
it's
the
worse
worst.
to have, like, a sexual intent there. But it's still, you know, trying to generate a professional relationship when there's another alter kind of motive at play.
Right. So he's saying that I tried to generate like a sexual relationship instead of keeping it professional. And all that. There's a boogie under my nose. There's no boogie under my nose. But I will say, and again, like, you know, that was the rhetoric that was being spread around last year. So it's not like he's making it up. So I went to look back because I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure we talked about this, like me and Nick on that fireside chat last year, right? And I get it. Like, not only was it long, it was like 2.5 hours, right? The whole live stream. But we talked a lot about a lot of topics. And I even like went to that part of the Olivia part last night. And I'm like, damn, I was hella nervous. I didn't have no boogie in my nose, but I had like my mouth was dry. I was hella anxious, dude, because it was like the first time that I felt like humanized, right? After being dehumanized for so long, and like Nick was like so nice to me. I was like, jeez, this is so confusing. So I was like so anxious that like I had like dry mouth, hella, and nobody told me. JFA, why didn't you tell me about that in that stream? But anyways, no, I didn't even look at the chat in that whole stream either. I'm actually a little nervous right now, to be honest, but fuck it. No, okay, it's just because it's like, oh, I hate the old wound stuff, right? But to be completely clear, and look, let me pull, I guess, the closest thing to a receipt here. Here is the live stream I did when I interviewed Olivia, right, on my show, September 17th, 2022. At this point in time, Olivia had a boyfriend, and I was not pursuing her romantically or sexually in any way. And in fact, this is actually like a day after, or a couple days after both her and I and Bo Blacks went on Xylee's show, and we did a little like joking, kind of like, oh, so how would you guys do together? You know, me and Xylee kind of asked them questions. It was like all play, whatever. But also that was not like that was like joking wise, right? Because like Olivia had a boyfriend, so she was also just playing around. But like I don't know, maybe like I don't think these details are ever known by anybody or nobody cares, right? But like again, this is September 17th, 2022, and I don't know. I think Olivia ended up breaking up with her boyfriend like a week or so after, and well, I don't know exactly when, but those details don't even matter because it wasn't until a month later that the sexual tryst happened. And you guys can see here, this live stream is members only. And if you look through my channel, I never ended up uploading this interview with Olivia. Like you can still see it as members only, but I was taking too long to edit it. And because we were becoming friendly, and every now like, flirting, I called it a conflict of interest because it's like if I'm gonna be like becoming way too like like in this inclination, right? Like if she's gonna be like this, and I don't know, I can't like work on this video anymore. So I never ended up uploading this interview. Like, but all this happened before any sort of flirting period. But the whole like time when she called me, she was really drunk. She wanted to show me her boobs. Like that was not till October, and I can show you guys that too. And there's like so many more receipts, right? But like this is like awkward. Let me see. This is it. Hold on. Let me just double check here. Lady in red. Okay. See, so October 10th. Did you see my boobs when I was drunk? I'm like, why are you asking this? I remember calling you. She was like spam calling me, and she kept going like live on Instagram Live, and like getting really like showing off her like almost taking off her clothes. Like, oh my god, stop, get off the live and stuff. It was really awkward. And I said, geez, I'm never picking up your drunk calls again. She's like, why not? Did you see my boobs or not? If so, did you like them? Now you're busy all of a sudden because like I didn't reply really fast. I mean, it's 2:08 and 2:11, so it's not like it took that long to reply. And I said, yeah, I'm making tacos, first of all. Second of all, did you read back the text? Like, if I need to, I can also show the text messages that, when she was spam calling me and, all that stuff. Which, again, like, she was drunk, and it's not something to insult at all. This is just the facts of the matter. Like, I'm just trying to show that, like, it's not, it's a weird assumption that, I don't know if it's in this commentary community, right? But it's like assumed that a man is always the one pursuing a woman. Like, it's not possible in people's heads that a woman can want to pursue a man, right? But like, I never had the intention to do the MamaMax story to find a new girlfriend right after me and Mina broke up. That was never it at all. Like I said, eventually we did get flirty, but I was like, I think it's like, I like to take things slow. And if I was to meet up with Olivia, I mean, I told her in this conversation, let's see, eventually, I was like, she said she deleted the whole text message to her. I'm like, what? And anyways, but she's like, please just tell me if my boobs are ugly or not. Like, she just wanted to know. I said, I refused them. I mean, I caught like a quick, like when she did a quick flash. She's like, why? Are you crazy because I refused her boobs? And I said, because you were drunk. I said, show me when you're sober at least, right? And she said, Edwin, did you like what you saw? And I said, yeah. Okay, I like boobs. And she said, and I said, but what kind of reaction is this? And she said, what do you mean? And I said, you sound disappointed that I didn't take a close look at your boobs? Like, right? I mean, I guess in my head, I would think that it should be agreeable that I'm like, don't show me when you're drunk. And she says, I was openly showing you my boobs and you didn't look. Like, that makes me feel so ugly. And she said, why must the first, and I said, but why must the first time be drunk? And she said, braver when I'm tipsy. And I said, but you don't even like really remember. Like, you should remember this thing. And she says, I remember some things, but my memory is terrible sober anyway, so lol. And I said, this is a crazy combo. And she said she remembers her friends being annoying. And she said her friend was saying, tell Edwin to follow me on live. And she's like, no, why would I do that? Anyways, let's see. And I was trying to tell her to get off the live. And that's what she said. Thank you for looking out for me. I regret going live. And I said, you're lucky. You're lucky, like, cause she didn't show, like, she kept showing so much like skin. I was like, dude, what are you doing this Instagram live, girl? Wrong platform. Anyways, but that was it. Like, that's the sentiment essentially. And but like that's all I want to show. I've obviously never showed that before, but just to be completely clear that like when I went to look into the MamaMax thing, first of all, right? I wanted to just do it on a basic level. I did an interview with her on this channel, okay, in September, and she had a boyfriend. I was not pursuing her while simultaneously asking her questions like Chud Logic seemed to think. And I remember Xylee also did a stream back in January where she repeated the same thing. So I don't know. A lot of people were saying this, and I just want it to come out of my own mouth very clearly because, like I said again, I talked about it in the stream with Nick, but like, dude, I just look at myself and I'm not embarrassed, but like, Jesus Christ, like I look good, but. Let me see if we can go over a little bit of this, right? Because it is, I did not explain it very well at all. So like, I can't get mad at people for not understanding, like, you know, the whole, what I just explained, and hopefully explain it better. I did want to do it in a live stream format, so if people had questions, like, they could ask, right? Let's see. Wait, here we go. Nick and all his friggin' football jerseys. Look at this. Like, felt like weird because like she was. I mean, and I don't want to even expose like, but you know, it's like, I was also. I'm a mess right there. Like, I'm so awkward because I didn't want to expose this private detail that I'm exposing now, and I could show so much more to display that I wasn't actively pursuing her. Like, at least initially. Eventually, we did mutually flirt and stuff, and we were into each other. And talking about possibly meeting, that's not untrue at all. And it's not to say that like, and also in the stream, I said that it's totally criticizable, and I also said that like I don't think that's wrong because, like I said, I dropped the story after we did get friendly, like way too, like what I consider to be too friendly. But the whole interview, anything that I did MamaMax related, was cut off when that happened. So I don't see how like. You know, I don't know. I don't like the way that Chud Logic casually dropped that sideswipe, and I just hope that if anybody still thinks that, Jesus, I hope I can correct the record. All right, I probably said it way too many words. Let me see what chat thinks. If anybody has any questions and all that, that's like so dried up. I don't think anybody really cares, right? But I just want to make sure that I clear up that rumor. Maybe I'll end up doing another live stream at some point where I clear up another rumor, right? Because like there's so many rumors that it's so easy to believe like BS about people you don't like, or when it's like lines up with your beliefs. And it's like, dude, no. When did the stream happen? Like, I just showed. It's the one that I did here is September 17, 2022. And like I said, the actual sexual act, right? Her showing me her tits on FaceTime and asking to see my willy. That was in October. Let's see, I also showed that. See the date says October, so it was like a whole month later. But like, it's like I said, even when I interviewed her, I was not pursuing her, and she had a boyfriend. All right, I hope that's clear. Cleaning up the rumor mill with Edwin. I know, yeah, and like, you know, it's weird. I don't. First of all, I get so many comments like on every upload I do on here that people don't get my videos or live streams to their feeds, so it's hard enough with my own subscribers, but like I bet people that that probably believe this aren't even here because they definitely don't see it in their feed. If my own subscribers don't get this on their feed, but if anybody wants any clarification, then please go ahead and ask. What's up, Vicky? She says, "Will this stream stay up or be members only?" I think I did well enough where I can keep this concise and leave it up on the channel publicly. I feel like unless I needed to put any edits, like I don't think I need to. Because I want this up, so unless I want to like re-edit this and add anything extra, I don't see why I would need to make it members only like the usual. So, like I said, so basically, if I make it members only, it means that I'm gonna upload it with some more information, I guess. But I don't really want to come back to this. Like I think this is like such a lame thing to repeat. But like I said, no hard feelings with Chud. It's just like, homie, what? I didn't go into the MamaMax story for that, dude. What the hell? Let me see. Look chat real quick. Do you plan to correct this every time someone mentions you and Olivia? No, this is the only time that I've corrected it because this is the only time I've heard it since last year that I did the stream with Nick. And like I said, I didn't really clarify it real well. And yeah, it's Chud Logic. I'm like, what? Why do you believe that, bro? And I even gave him a heads up. I told him on Discord, like, yo, dog, I'm about to go live. Just so you know, I get what you think that, whatever. Edwin, I'm so sorry. WTF is this? If you miss a little bit, rewind, and I'm hope I can explain myself. Please, like, I don't want to like do this again. All right, I'll just go live for like another 5 or so minutes if there's not much else to say, because like I want to keep it concise and watchable for people, you know, generally speaking, that want to see it. Members only sucks because I'm poor. Fuck. Guess we're on the same boat here, yo. It's all good. Let's see. Well, any more questions? How's woman still a topic? I hope not. I mean, no, not like in an offensive way. I just wanted to clarify this, okay? I just wanted to clarify it. Lol, Leia. Oh my god. I mean, well, if she has questions, she can submit them here. Can anyone clear up what Edwin is clearing up rumors about? Oh shoot. TLDR. Yeah, I didn't pursue the MamaMax story with just to get into Olivia's pants. That's TLDR. And that's what Chudlogic was saying in his video yesterday, that I was like preparing my dinner. I was like, what the frig? What the frig, bruh? And that's it. That's the TLDR. So, and I just, you know, went through like the live stream when I was like doing the story and showed like when the sexual thing happened and all that. That's it. Cool. Did you see the boobers? Like I showed in the chat, and did see a quick flash. Of course, Ike was watching. Dude, I didn't know Ike was still streaming about me. Still? Jeez, and right. All right, well, I think that's it then. I think everybody got the gist. Any other questions? Oh, you're just joking, Leia? What the? Everybody just spreading rumors or what? Oh my god, you guys. All right, well, it looks like nobody has any questions. Popularity online seems stressful. It is stressful, dude. Okay, like it was a little stressful at the beginning, like to think that I about going to this old topic, because I guess like my brain was programmed last year to kind of always be on edge, and like no matter what I would say, people would challenge it, right? And now it's like I have nobody challenging me. Not that I want people to challenge me now, but like if anybody has questions, please. I don't want to talk about this again. So hopefully this clears it up. At least that, because like, you know, if people want to keep peddling like, oh, Edwin topped salvo, whatever that means, you know, the whole gay stuff, whatever, you know, it's like I got criticized for spending way too much time showing how like the BS that was peddled of a lie, right? And it's like, oh well, I guess whatever, if people want to believe it, who cares? True crime. I'm starting to get some interest in true crime, to be honest, but I don't know. I still don't know how to feel about if I was to do true crime content myself.